Hey there, Sunrise Beauty Team. It is time for the Tuesday topic, and hopefully this will be a pretty quick one for you. This Tuesday, what I wanted to cover was something that, as usual, something that I see come up a lot on social media, and it's when representatives are sharing the content posted by other representatives, but not being very careful about where that content takes people, what links are in that, and where those links go to. Because a lot of times I'll see, not a lot of times, but from time to time, I will see where somebody has shared some content that has a link in it that goes to a different representative's online store, or links to a different representative's team. As far as if somebody is signing up, they might be linked to the wrong team. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can kind of give you some examples of things to look for and what you can do to make sure. So we will start off here. This is on Facebook. This is my business page. This is as Scott Kramer with Multibrain that does our Avon social for us. As he and his team would say, this is your storefront for your business. So this is on Facebook. So this is my Facebook business page. This is not my personal profile. This is where I make my business postings that I may share to a group or may share to my personal profile, but most of my business posts start out here. So when you see a post or see something, and I'm trying to figure out, there we go, why we're not really scrolling well here. See something that somebody shares, that a representative shares that you want to share. Skip that one because that does not have a link in it to an online store. All right, so here's an example. This video here that I shared on my business page and may have shared somewhere else after that. This video about the new Avon lip glow, and has a link in it. And of course, this link here, you can't really tell where it goes because it doesn't have an identifier in it. This was posted through Avon social, which you can tell by, it will say underneath the name of my page, published by Avon social. So that's a great thing to watch for if you see content that you like that another representative has posted and it says it's published by Avon social. That means that's content that's available to you in Avon social. So you can go to youravon.com, click on Avon social. It'll take you in here and you can go to the content planner and find it. And if you're not sure where it would be, you can do something like search for lip glow and see where that takes you. And you will see the video come up, the lip glow how-to, that you can then post on your own page. So before you share something, whether it says it's published by Avon social or not, you want to click on that link and see where it goes and see whose website it goes to. So you can see that this goes, you can see up here, it says Shopping with Christina Arnold. So it went to my website. And it says rep equals C Arnold in the URL. So that's what you're going to be looking for anytime you're looking at a full URL, is you're going to want to be looking for rep equals, and you want it to be your rep ID, your personal identifier. So my online store, my website address is youravon.com/C Arnold. It's my first initial and my last name. And yours will be something different. So you want to make sure that any link you share that goes to Avon's online store has, or goes to like Start Avon or something like that, that any link that is going where someone is going to sign up to become a representative, that it says rep equals and your representative ID. Now, sometimes you will sometimes see a post. This most often will happen if you go to a link in something that Avon has posted on one of their Facebook or social media channels. You'll click a link and it will be something like that video where it will go to a page on the online store where it would go to a product page or what have you. So say they posted something about Glimmer Sticks eyeliners and how fantastic they are, and you click that link through Avon's social channel. and it looks like it's going to your online store because your cookies in your system have said that when you go to youravon.com or avon.com, go to your online store. So to be sure that that link is going to your online store and not a generic Avon link, because if a potential customer clicks a generic Avon link, they won't go to your store unless they already have cookies saying that they're associated with your online store. They'll go to the generic site where they'll be linked with a different representative. So in that case, what you want to do is you want to take a link and you want to post it in, here in Firefox, it's called a new private window. So you go to the menu in Firefox and click on new private window. Google Chrome calls it an incognito window. I'm not sure about other browsers. Those are the only two that I use. But you want a private window or a window, a browser window that's not using tracking cookies, because then you can put in that link and it will show you where it's actually going. It'll show you if it's going to another representative site or if it's going to a generic Avon link or something like that. And of course, this link on the video, it doesn't show the rep equals on it, which is why you have to click on it and see where it goes, because Avon Social will shorten the link for you to make it a more attractive link. Because otherwise it would have been, this really long link that we got when we first clicked on it, that gave all of the details to tell them where that video is. So you want to think before clicking the share button on another representative's content. But if you see content that you really want to share, so of course the first thing you look for is was it published through Avon Social? Because if it is, then you can go to Avon Social and you can post it as your own using that tool. This one, it says it was published by Avon Social, but you can kind of tell this is not a stock Avon photo. This is actually in order to get more attention for my posts on Facebook. A lot of times I will create my own photos. So in this case, this is the post about yesterday. The post went up on my Facebook page saying that my campaign 14 orders are going in. So this is the cover of the campaign 14 brochure and the products that I demoed in the video that I did about campaign 14's new products and things. So when you see something like this, that it's obviously not an Avon generated photo or Avon created content, before you share that, you could right click you could open up the photo and right click it and save the photo, save the image and use it. But if it looks like something that a representative created themselves, you don't want to do that. It's just bad etiquette. It's not, it's not a good thing to share other people's content without their permission. So if it looks like something that a representative created themselves and you would like to use it, depending on the forum, if it's public, if it's posted on their Facebook page, ask them if it's okay. Private message them and ask them if it's okay to share that. If it's in like a Facebook group for representatives, where it's a closed forum for representatives, then you could just comment on the post and ask them if it's okay to share that. So, like this one here, this is pretty obviously an Avon created picture. So that would be something that if it wasn't from Avon Social, it would probably be pretty safe to take that and share it if it was maybe something that came from one of our emails that the customers get or something like that. Another important place where you want to be careful with what you're sharing. This is an example of, I use MailChimp email service to send emails out to my customers, and part of MailChimp's services, it will also make a social media post with that email in it. So this is something that, it's Avon highlights, it's information about, I don't know why that says campaign 21, apparently something I need to go fix in MailChimp. you know, if you're not sure where the links go, you're like, okay, well, this looks like something that would be fun to share. You want to be sure to click on the link and see where it goes, and see if there's any links in that content that link back to the representative who posted it, links back to their online store. So in this case, if there's anything in this link that links back to my online store. Now, if it is content that I created, so for example, something that, you know, you click the link to my e-newsletter, or something like this photo, content that I created, if you are on my team, I'm okay with you using it. And you don't actually have to ask before you click on it and right click to save the image. You know, that is totally okay with me. If you like something that I'm using to promote my business and would like to share that, just like I said, be 100% sure that, you know, make sure my URL is not in the picture somewhere. Sometimes I will have a picture that I will take the time to add the URL to my online store. And looking at this picture, honestly, I really should have done it, because I have, you know, the space down here that is just really could have been used for that. Another example of something, so let me see, find a link to, so the Happy Avon Ladies page. This is Nancy Weasel on our team. This is her Facebook business page that she posts on. And so, you know, if I follow one of her links to something on her online store, so this is going to take me, you know, again, it says avon.com/brochure. The rest of the URL is obscured. It's not showing in the post, but it does go to, if you go through here, you can see it says rep equals sunrise. Well, that's Nancy's rep ID for her online store. But where you want to be careful is, they may, you know, you may start out and it looks like you're on your online store, but if the person looking at something has been linked to, or if you're checking to see if a link works, if I go over here and I click on blog, which I want to do because I want to show you what the insider blog is, sometimes my cookies on my computer will take me to the insider blog, but will switch it to be my rep ID. So you have to be careful with that sort of thing. But the insider blog, so when you're on your avon.com and you're, you know, on the shopping section, there's this link up here in the corner, blog. This is a great place to get some material that you can share that's in addition to what we have available to us in Avon Social. And this is, you know, Avon's blog that they have folks that write this information. So this is 5 tips for being your own boss, and it's, you know, great information there. And you want to make sure that when you share that it is, you know, is referring people to your online store before you share it. And I'm actually, I think if I click on that and see where that goes, I'm not actually seeing a rep ID preloaded in that, and I see that the reference code is not there. Which is not to say that you couldn't share that article, but you just want to be sure that when you share this article that you're very clear in your post. If this sounds great to you and you want to be a representative, you want to go to, and you want to put either startavon.com and use your reference code, or use a link to, you can go on your online store. Let's see, so this is on my online store. And where's it at here? I think you actually will find it more easily. Oops. On the main page of your online store, you can have a widget in here that says join now. So what I really want to do is copy that link location, copy where that goes, because if you click that, then it shows the URL is my online store, and they don't have the option to do a different reference code in there. Anyway, so you can share this article, and you'll see in the URL up here that when they click on this article, it will take them to, in this case, Nancy's online store. So you just want to be sure, you know, if it's a beauty article or something like that, it's going to take them to your online store. So if they start shopping, they'll be shopping on your online store. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sorry for the interruption there. My doggy got snagged on the Afghan that sits on my chair. So yeah, just make sure that, you know, you keep an eye on what you're sharing on social media and where it's going. You can use the Insider blog for blog post type things that you can share that do go to your online store. Remember, if you're sharing anything that links to thoughtsonbeauty.com, you know, that you see me post, that's content that you're free to use, but you don't actually want to send people to that website, because everything on that website links to my online store. You want to be aware of what you're sharing that other representatives have posted and where their links are going, and use that private window or incognito window just to verify and make sure that the cookies in your system aren't making it look like it's going to your online store when it's really going to somebody else's or to the generic store. So I hope you found that information helpful. If you have any questions about it at all, just let me know. Put something in the comments or shoot me a message, and I'm happy to help you out with those. And some of it is just a little bit of trial and error, playing around to find the best way. But I highly recommend, you know, going to your online store, using the links directly from your online store, or using in Avon Social. If you go in Avon Social, there's a place to add links to a post, and that's the link to your online store or to a link for somebody to join your team. So hope you all are having a wonderful day. I will see you again in a couple of weeks, and have a wonderful Monday.